Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday, and thanks so much for tuning in today. We're going to be walking you through a god guide on Xbalanque, the Hidden Jaguar Sun. He is a physical ranged hunter with a lot of high single target damage, medium area damage, and average difficulty in terms of picking up and playing. So I'm going to walk you through his abilities, walk you through tips and tricks and strategies on how to use this god, and of course give you a build on how to build him so that you have some success in the arena. And this is based off my experience, my play style. I wouldn't recommend you anything that I wouldn't use myself. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, picking up Ninja Tabi, giving me some physical power, some movement speed, and some attack speed as we get started here. Now, if you haven't seen these videos before, I'd like to say a little bit about, you know exactly what I'm going to cover, but just for your information, well, you know what? I think that's really it. I think I told you in the beginning exactly what I'm going to be covering. I just wanted to make sure I made a note to myself to make sure anybody who's new, you might not have seen these before. I basically walk you through the abilities. I walk you through a build that I use that you'll be able to use yourself. And I give you some tips and tricks, some strategies, and we hang out, we have a good time with each other. So that's really the point. Let's back off and stave off anything that might be happening here. We don't look in a good position to retaliate, so we're not going to try to. Now, I like to build a Xbalanque very attack power centric. I like to upgrade his #1 first, just strengthen my basic attacks. His #1 ability basically allows it's a steroid, which means you're affecting yourself positively. You turn it on, and you're getting a buff to whether it be damage or attack speed. That's what a steroid means. So, using that steroid, I'm getting physical power. And I'm also getting branching bolas, which means what I'm doing, I'll be careful, Rob, on here, careful. I'll be able to, as you can see, bolas branch to the side there. One of my bolas is hitting the other minions, but one is branching to the side, hitting enemy gods behind, which is pretty cool. So that's what happens. However, it does cost mana. So right now I'm going to have to go back because I do not have enough mana to be in this team fight. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to lose someone here, but I can throw my ultimate, which should help us, and go ahead and get into Transcendance here. Now, I did do that just so we can help. Obviously, I wasn't able to be a part of that, but that's the great thing about Xbalanque's ultimate, guys, is that it hits every enemy player no matter what. You don't have to aim it. It's exactly like Nuwa's, where it affects every god and they can't avoid it. But this one's even more because you can't avoid not being able to see. He creates just basically a circle of darkness around you that you can't see out of. And unlike Nuwa, where you can aegis the damage or you know, just take the damage, this one you have to take it. You have to take it. There's just no way to get your vision back. There's no item that does that. No beads or anything that will allow you to escape the bubble. So it's pretty cool, and it is for one of the reasons why Xbalanque is so good in team fights. He can affect the entire team. There's not many guys who can do that with one ability. Now then you add to the fact that he's got a very large cone poison, which is a slow and damage over time, as well as a circular dash and jump that causes damage to those in the circle. It's pretty effective. You can see how he can be very useful in a team fight. We're not getting hit by this tier here. Now, the thing is, I love using my #1. So much so, too much, to be honest. And the issue is, that's why I have Transcendance coming up next, guys. I'm going to tell them I'll be right back. Nice job, everybody. Just want to be nice, get a nice little culture going. I like to be nice to my team because I think it makes everybody feel a lot better. I'm going to go ahead. I like to upgrade the #2, increase the slow that it provides first. But, you know, once you get Transcendance, that is an item that stacks mana. So the cool thing about getting that second is not only will it provide you the additional power of about an item that will give you 60 physical power, which there's no item in the game that gives you 60 physical power. So you're already getting an OP item that doesn't even exist from that, plus the 35 power it extends already. But you're getting the mana to be able to use branching bolas without any concern. There we go. I'm glad I updated the darts. Fantastic. Alright, so let's toggle this while we hit these guys. And I'm going to go back and get Transcendance. Of course, you know they're stacked. So when you have a stackable item, you want to go ahead and do that as soon as possible. Start getting your stacks. That means heading back sometimes in the middle of laning. That's okay. Maybe not in the middle of a team fight. We're going to throw ours up there. There we go. I'm sorry I made you use that, Ao Kuang, but I felt it was important. Almost had that one, man. Wow, I almost had that. You know, I thought Kronos was dead. That's weird. Okay, he wasn't. Let's just hit these guys normally. And so let's talk about his passive as well. Xbalanque, as you can see, is a very good god. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, you know, kind of Xbalanque's current position in the meta. What you can expect, you know, of Xbalanque players and playing Xbalanque kind of experience and how you want to position yourself to be successful. Because I've had a lot of good games with him, had a lot of not great games with him, and there's, you know, certain things you can do to definitely tilt the scales in your favor, so to speak. So let's talk about his number one, which is basically one of the reasons why he's such a strong god. Now, Xbalanque, from a base stat perspective, is about third in terms of base physical power scaling for hunters. So that means he's about third. He's behind Medusa. He's behind who is it? Who else is he behind? Hu Yi, actually. But Hu Yi has such slow basic attacks, it almost doesn't matter. Hu Yi, not my favorite god, but it's okay. Not every god has to be my favorite god. Oh wow, this is just getting. Okay, here we go. Oh wow. Wow. Okay. So it's interesting, you know, we have Nuwa on the team. That is one of the other gods that can affect the entire team with her game, with her ultimate. And so we have both gods. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Now, so what I'm saying is basically Xbalanque has a very high base scaling, but you add that with the fact that his passive is very, very strong, and that it provides. Now let's see. Do we have a lot of people on boxing here? Kronos, Apollo, maybe. These two are on a team. Yeah, let's go ahead with this because I want to show you guys the build. The item I just bought is called Ichaival. I'll get into that in a moment. Let me just finish my point. His passive basically grants him a total of. Oh, that was okay. Yeah, I should have gone in my slow. So his passive grants him a total of 30 physical power once you get 6 kills. The cool thing about that is it's like another item. I mean, so now you've got Transcendance, right? You've got Transcendance giving you 60 physical power, which is more than an item. And then you've got his passive. Once you get 6 kills, you're getting 30 extra power because you're getting how many per stack? 5 per stack. So you're getting 30 extra physical power from that, and the other items I'm going to use. Oh, looks like he went disconnected, unfortunately. So you're getting that 30 physical power. I mean, it's insane how much you're going to see, how much power you can get from just hitting a couple consecutive basic attacks with this build. That's the whole point behind this build. As you're boxing someone, as you're actually playing the game, you're getting a tremendous increase in power. Stun. Killed. Out. We're good. Okay, so, yeah, it looks like he did lag out. He was just telling us. So, you're going to be excited about this build, guys, because it works pretty tremendously for me and something I love. Okay, so let's talk about Ichaival. Basically, you get 30% attack speed and 10 physical penetration, but the key is in the passive. The passive states, and I'll do that right after this, that basically, after each basic attack, you increase your physical power by 10 and reduce your target's physical power from items by 10 for 3 seconds, max 3 stacks. So what that means is as you increase your physical power by 10, you're decreasing your opponent's physical power by 10 as well. Oh my god, the longest. I'm gonna get out of this though. Or not. Oh boy. I realized I spoke too soon there. But it's okay. We are, let's see, what are we doing? 4-1? That's not horrible, and he's gonna die. And they're both gonna die. So that was a decent trade. They just needed that kill on me for some reason. You know, but anyways, what I'm saying is that it's a teeter-totter item because as you're gaining 10, they're losing 10. So it's kind of like you're playing basketball for my basketball fans. And if anyone's been following the NBA trade rumors, wow, crazy couple of days here. But you go and score, maybe it's 10-8, right? And you're coming down, you're 8-point team. You're trying to go ahead and catch up to 10. You miss a layup. Okay, now the team with 10, who you're trying to catch up to, you could have had a layup to tie the game up. Now they go and hit a three-pointer. So now it's not 8-10, it's 8-13. And you're down by 5 rather than being tied. And it seems like, whoa, how could I be down by 5? I was just basically tied. That's the issue. That's the issue, and that's the phenomena with these teeter-totter items by taking from your opponent and giving to yourself. And so that's what Ichaival does. So when you're boxing, Xbalanque comes out most likely in favor, and you see you build these stacks even when you are going against like minions or let's put it this way, not minions, but man, screw this dude, man. Oh man. Okay. Alrighty then. I hear you, Tier. So even if you're going against minions, so you build those stacks very quickly. I suggest using them against like minions or the side camps, and then going into battle with somebody because you want to have those stacks up because that's going to increase your physical power a lot. I'm actually going to grab just a little bit of beads here just because I'm sick and tired of getting tiered. And so we're doing pretty well in this game so far. Taking a break, just looking at about 5,000 up, which is pretty cool in terms of gold. So we're doing good in terms of items and all that. Oh. Let's see here. Very good poke from the bolas. Great opportunity for me here. Yep, great opportunity for me here. What a stun, what a setup by my teammates. Just really made that really nice for me.
Be right back.
One of the great things about that ult is that you can't see when you're grouping up. You know, when people are coming to get you, you can't see outside that bubble. So all of a sudden you're by yourself. But a second before you could be second later you could be like 5 people about to attack you, and you're just standing there because you don't want to move into somebody. It just causes so much chaos. It's amazing. Xbalanque is very strong in my opinion. Second best hunter for me personally in this arena format and possibly in the game. Now let's talk about his number 2. His number 2 poison darts. As you can see, I've been using it all game. It's very wide. Which is really good, and it also it provides a slow, so it provides the utility from the slow, which is awesome. Very. Oh, he's dead. Yep. Never use that ability like that at this stage in the game because people hit so hard. They're just going to be able to get you. It tiers, not tier. Thor maybe. I think it's a little faster than Apollo's, but that's a very hard thing to try and do at this stage in the game. These people are hitting so hard. You can see I'm already hitting very hard. And you can see the bola's branching off. Okay. Alright. Well, he cleaned it up. I couldn't finish it, clearly. 8-2. Wow, we're doing well. Okay, so his number 2 is great because, yeah, it has the damage over time. So, oh, and they forfeit. No. No. Well, I guess that makes sense because this was just total annihilation, guys. But I didn't get to show you the full build, which is pretty annoying for me. Hey guys, so this is actually a second game that I played with this build. I'm now actually into the phase. I think that I was building right before that game ended. So we have a full Malice right now heading on to Deathbringer. So I just want to show you the end of this because it is important for me to let you guys see how this build kind of develops at the end. Malice is really a great addition to Xbalanque, in my opinion, because of the fact he's got his poison damage over time, but then the damage over time from critting from Malice is great as well, and really does help to close out those guys who, oh, this is gotta go for the there we go. All right. Agni dead. Let's see some crits here. Let's slow them with that. Nice. Nice. I was able to get over him at the apex of my jump. That was pretty cool. We're definitely going to get this buff right here. Oh, shit.
Thanks.
Shiza. Okay, let's go get this one. Let's go get this one. So, yeah, this game's super competitive. We are up in terms of every stat except points on the ticker. So this is kind of intense here. I really need to pull out this win. Xbalanque is number 3. I think I hadn't mentioned exactly yet, but and I might have. I feel like I did mention this. It does 20% more damage based on using your number 2 beforehand. So the benefit with that is actually having your number 3 and number 2 work together. All right, gonna have to get out of this. Now I've got mine. I don't think his did anything great. Yeah, Chalk's got nowhere to go, man. Ah, this is tough, man. Come on. Come on.
Be right back. Okay.
Come on, come on. Come on, baby. Oh, no. Yes! Was able to get out, get out. Thanks, brother, thanks. My brother's saying good job. There we go. Shut him down. Shut him down. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. That's how you do it, baby. We came down all game. Oh, man. We were finally really working it there. So you guys can see I used the exact same build. You see the way I was hitting with Malice. That's really what I wanted to show you. Deathbringer, you can imagine. You know what that looks like in terms of damage coming in, and just really it doubles your crit damage. So you're basically critting for 600, instead you're critting for 1,000, 1,200, which is insane. Got my God Mastery level 2 here, which is awesome as well. So this was such a competitive game and so fun. I wanted to show you guys the end of this with that video that ended a little bit early. But again, Xbalanque is a great god, guys. For you to be able to play and pick up and do well with this build, I highly recommend trying this a couple times on your own without any expectations, and then kind of learning the nuances of it, because he does have kind of a slower start because you're building stacks. And because you're not building power with this third item, you're building penetration and attack speed. And even though it does take power, it's a stacking power. So your power isn't going to come initially, so you may not want to box gods right away. This is where Bloodforge, I think he starts to really get going. It's kind of like I did a build called the Unicorn build that I covered with On Her. And On Her really doesn't get going until you get chin size on him, because his first is his boots, and then his second is something that does not really support him getting into full. It's Devourer's Gloves. So it's kind of building. You're setting yourself up for you're building the foundation to be successful. That's kind of what Ichaival is doing in this build. But Bloodforge, because you have the lifesteal component, allows you to really box people a lot better. You still don't want to get into engagements where you're next up to a Sun Wukong or Fenrir, right? Because Fenrir can track you through your number 3, and Sun Wukong can just stay in your face with a slow, with a knock up, with a tiger, a stun, and so it's very hard for you to get out. Even with your dash, so because he's got that long reach on his number 1 to be able to finish you off, he can follow you up with his Cloud ultimate, so he's good at staying in your face, and you want to play Xbalanque at a distance, kind of medium to long distance. Malice is great because you add that 3 seconds of damage, which is 75% of your total physical power, which if you look at, guys, right now it says 255. When you get Deathbringer in there, it jumps a big amount, and when you combine, you're getting 5 physical power for each stack. That's 3 stacks, getting 15 extra physical power there. You're getting 30 extra physical power there on 3 stacks, because you're getting 3 stacks of 10 each. And you're getting 60 extra physical power there. So we're talking about 15, 36, 105 extra physical power. You're adding another 30 here, 135 extra physical power. Your crits are doubling, and then you've already got the base physical power that these things add. It's pretty insane. This gets up. I've had things where this was actually over the cap, and it was at 402 when my game ended. So this is a build that will really, really play to Xbalanque's strengths of having a late game, of having a very, very strong finish. And he's one of the most fun gods, I think, in a team fight, because you can wreak havoc, people not knowing where to go. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you that tip, those guides, and those tips on Xbalanque. If you like it, please give a like, subscribe, comment in the comment section below to stay in touch with what I'm doing here at Raynday Gaming. And as always, guys, never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you next time.